Well, what do you say we do another portrait? Let's go with pastel. I'm loving pastel these days. The paper we're going to use, this is the first time I've put pastel on this paper, so it may get a little bit strenuous. It may get tough if I freak out. Either call 911 or rub my back, give me some warm milk, and let me fall asleep. Same drawing paper. Should work. Strathmore. It's got a pretty good tooth. Let's see how it works. It says any dry media, so it should be good. Usually I use our paper that we have for our school, and it's toned. But we're going to go with color on this time. I mean, we're going to go with white on this one. The pastels we're going to use are going to be the Rembrandt. Typically I use pastels that are mixed, but I want to use this for the colleges that I teach at. So I'm going to try to stay as consistent as I can and just use this one brand. They're Rembrandt soft pastels. This is the portrait selection. There are 90 of them. You need a lot of pastels to do pastels. I think this will probably be the minimum. This will be, we have our blues over here. We have our pinks, purples, our yellows. Okay. And then over here, we're going to have our grays. These are dark browns, flesh tones, and greens. And as you guys know, I love green. Now what I did is on the inside, people think I'm not anal and I'm not like crazy into little details. Well, I only am in the stuff that I'm in. But in this case, what I did was I took the pastels and then I wrote the numbers. So when one of them wears out, we can just replace that number. Plus I can keep them in a consistent place and grab. This is only going to be the second time I've used this set, so it's going to be a bit of a, it's going to be interesting, okay? So let's see how we do. I'm going to set the pastels right here at the end of my drawing board so I can get to them. This way I can also bump them and they'll fall all over the place and you can hear me say, shit. Okay, so here we go. So we got that, and now let's take a look at what we're going to be drawing. So what I want to do is, there's not a lot of shadow in this photo. So I'm going to try to add as much as I can. It's going to be a little dangerous. But let's put in some green in here. So that'll be our key color. And what you do is you basically go from thin to thick when you're doing pastel. But in this case, I don't want to have my students buying, and of course you guys are one of them, I don't want you guys buying massive pastels. So I'm going to see if this one kit works, and if it does, then this will be our official kit of the pastel world for us. Okay, so we've got that. See, she looks mad. A little bit under the chin. Okay, and then we'll put some, there'll be reflected light here. Let's put in some darks here. Boy, this does take the pastel, this paper. So far it's pretty cool. Alright, she looks so mad. Alright, let's pull her back a little bit. Okay, she has green eyes. The light's coming this way. So we'll go in here. Let's actually go a little closer, okay? What do you think? Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to go close here. The green eye. And we'll go black for her pupil. These pastels feel good though. Okay, so we got that. Give her a little mascara. Okay. Light's coming this way. So we go light there. Okay, see that? Okay, a little bit there. You're thinking planes the whole time. And then we'll give her eyelid here. We'll go for her eyebrow. A little brown under. Okay. It's called break the pastel. I don't have to press down as hard. On the paper I was working with earlier, it wasn't taking like this, so I was pressing down really hard. But this seems to be taking really well, so I'll lighten my manly grip. Okay, so that's going. You take your just finger, what I like to do is just tap, and what it does is it kind of pushes everything together. Okay. Now there's no such thing as the white of the eye, so let's go with the light flesh tone of the eye. And that will be right here. Okay. We're going to have to pull back a little bit. But I want to get this this eye down. So just come in with some dark green here. This actually is feeling pretty good. Okay. And that's it. Just got done showing it to the said client where they have made their very subtle changes, which is cheeks are too dark. I didn't like the hair. Face is a little too wide, and that's what you're going to get. So remember that a portrait is going to be very different than doing a doing just a head steady. You're doing a head steady, do whatever the heck you want. Doesn't matter. But you're doing a portrait, you're kind of doing their impression of what the figure looks like. You know, what the face, it's like, you know, when I look in the mirror, you know, I don't see what everybody else sees. You know, I see this incredible, studly looking guy with, you know, very chiseled features. You know, hoo-ah, you know, when I'm at the mall and I see myself moving in the window, you know, in the mirrors. I mean, that guy in those mirrors moves like me. He doesn't look like me. So we have to try to capture what the person looks like, and this person says, yep, that's what I look like. So there we go. Let's move on to something else. What do you say? How about another kind of portrait?